guys, and welcome back to my channel. So some of you might be thinking, I thought you were posting a video in mid-May, which is true. I had intended to post a video in May because I am currently writing my dissertation, but I was contacted this week by the RNIB to film up a little video for a project that they're working on for funding. So I thought to myself, well, whilst I've got my camera out and my equipment, I may as well record a video for you guys. So hence why I'm filming another video. So today I'm going to start off with a brand new series that's launching on this channel. Now basically over the last couple of weeks I've been posting on my Facebook page about a new series I wanted to do about guide dogs, because some of you might know I myself have a guide dog and I've had one for the last 2 years now, just over 2 years, and I really wanted to start making videos about guide dogs and the ins and outs of having a guide dog, and basically, you know, some of the things you might want to know if you're a potential guide dog owner. And I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and a lot of you guys said things about, you know, Q&As and follow me around videos and lots of really cool suggestions. So I'm going to be posting a video every month on this channel about guide dogs, but I'm still going to keep it to beauty things and fashion things for anyone who doesn't really like that side of my channel, is not really interested in disability. That's fine, I'll still be doing other videos that you might like. I just want to keep my content varied and make you guys happy, so that's what I'm going to do. So today is the first video and I'm going to be talking about the best things about having a guide dog, because one of the biggest questions I get from potential guide dog owners is what can guide dogs do and what are the perks of having a guide dog and what are the best things. And of course there are loads, but I thought I would narrow it down to the ones that I personally think are the best, and just to give you a little flavour of what it's like to have a four-legged friend at your side. So I'm going to get straight into it and I really hope you enjoy it. Number one, they are excellent company. I swear to God, having a guide dog is such a great thing because they are so friendly, they're so kind, they're so loving, and whenever I have Unity with me, it's just kind of like, it's like my little safety blanket, and she really makes me feel secure and happy and just all jovial inside, and just, it's a pleasure to wake up to every day and to work with her. So I would definitely say one of the best perks of having a guide dog is that you have company and you're never alone in the world, so that is a great thing. Number two, they give you the ability to be spontaneous and to live life the way you want. Now, when I got my guide dog, I was kind of like, how is it going to help me to be more mobile? And actually, it was amazing, because actually I was like, I can go where I want now. If I want to go up to London and go to a museum, I can. If I want to go to university and see my friends at the library, I can. If I want to go to the beach even, I could go to the beach. It was amazing because having a guide dog, you don't have to consult with the guide dog if they want to do it. Obviously, you have to make sure that they feel well in themselves and that they're, you know, that they want to go out in that sense. But really, you don't have to be like, oh, maybe they can't do it today. You know, you can just say to your guide dog, let's go out for a walk, and they'll go out for a walk. So it's amazing. You can be so spontaneous with a guide dog. Number three, when you get a guide dog, you will find that they will be matched to your height, your build, and your walking speed, as well as your personality. So 9 times out of 10, they will be a match made in heaven. So say for instance, you're quite a short person like myself and you're quite a placid person, they will usually give you quite a short, like little dog, and like quite compact, and the dog will usually be quite easy going and very placid, meaning that they'll be very suited to your personality, because guide dogs are not going to give you a big massive, like, I don't know, like German Shepherd if you're like a tiny 5'0" girl and you've never had a guide dog before and you're quite shy. So they will match the dog to your specifications, meaning that you will just be like the best of buddies, and it will be like having your other half in dog form. It's amazing. Number four, you don't really necessarily have to ask people for help all the time. Don't get me wrong, you still have to ask people for help in terms of, like, if say for instance you've never been to a certain place and you're not too sure about it, you might have to ask for a bit of help. But it's not quite the same thing as necessarily having a cane or a sighted guide, because you basically are in control of the dog, and if the dog knows their surroundings, then you're good to go really. You can just toot along with your life and get on with your business. And that's what I like about having a guide dog. I like the fact that I don't have to rely on anyone necessarily. I have a lot more freedom than I did before having a guide dog, so that's one of the best things about having a guide dog for me personally. Number five, they help you to walk more confidently, and they also correct your posture. When I had my guide dog, I was surprised because I was actually walking a little bit more straight and taller. I wasn't hunched over like I used to be before I had a guide dog, because I had a cane, and it just really changes your posture. I found that I could wear heels more. I found that I didn't get as many backaches because I was standing up straight, and it just really changes your demeanour. I have a spring in my step now. Number six, If you have difficulty mobilising out and about at night when it gets darker, because maybe you have an eye condition that means that your eyes deteriorate when it gets in darker or darker situations like mine does when it's in winter time and I can't really see, then you don't really have to worry about it when you have a guide dog, because guide dogs can see in the dark and they do all the seeing for you, so that's absolutely fantastic. So these days I go out and about in the dark whenever I want, and my parents, I'm going to drive them grey before long because they don't really see me at night. If I want to go out, I'll go out. I just have the freedom to be able to go out and about, and I'll know that my dog's going to keep me safe and sound. I'm not going to knock into anything because she's going to see it for me. We can live nightlife. We can be little night owls if you want to be. Number 7, it's easy to mobilise in new places with a guide dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be difficult having a guide dog and trying to get around a new place, but it's not going to be exactly the same as having a cane, because your dog will obviously be able to move you out of the way of obstacles, like moving obstacles and things, and, you know, bins and everything. So even if you're not really too au fait with the setting and you don't really know where you are necessarily, it's not the same thing, because you're not going to have to try and fiddle around with your cane to work out what's in front of you, because the dog's going to be like able to negotiate where you are and move you out of the way of things, because your dog will be quite in tune with the environment around you, so it makes life a little bit easier in that sense. Number 8, they make it easier for you to interact with people, and it's actually a really good conversation starter. Like, it's amazing. When I first went to university and I had my guide dog, so many people came up and talked to me, and it was so great, and that's actually how I met my mates. I mean, I'm not saying the only reason that they're my friends is because I've got a guide dog. That's not the reason. They got to know me and they really like me as a person, but they were able to come up to me and be like, hey, you've got a really cute dog, how are you? How are you finding lecture? You enjoying Freshers Week? That kind of thing. It just means that people can come up and talk to you and they feel like they're able to, because I just think it's that conversation starter. You can be a little bit more of a socialite when you've got a guide dog owner, so I love that about having a guide dog. Number 9, they make it easy for you to travel when you're out and about, because they are able to remember certain locations. So say for instance you're trying to get to the gym, like I do, she knows where the gym is. Like, I've done the route so many times, she knows where it is. So even if I'm a bit tired in the morning, I'm not really like concentrating 100%, it doesn't necessarily matter, because she knows where we're going and she's pretty much able to guide me. As long as I give her kind of a little bit of instruction and everything, she's good to go really. So having a guide dog means that even if you're a little bit forgetful, if the guide dog knows the route, then they're not going to be forgetful, so you don't really have to worry so much. Number 10, they make it easier for you to go out and about because they remember landmarks. So say for instance you taught them to find a post box, for example. I can say to my dog, if there's a post box and I know it's coming up, I can say to her, oh, find the post box, and she'll go and find the post box for me. Or you could say to them, find the shop, find the door, find the gate. They are pretty much trained to know most of those locations. Number 11, they're very in tune with the way you walk. So say for instance you didn't feel very well on a particular day, they would probably pick up on that, because obviously you're going to be attached to them 24/7, you're going to be holding on to their harness, they're going to feel the way you walk, you feel the way they walk, and if they sense that you're walking a little bit funny, or you're limping maybe, or you're walking a bit slower than usual, they are going to be aware of that and they're going to be a bit more accommodating to you, and they are usually really sensitive to how you feel, and they probably will be able to know if you're not feeling very well. Like, I have hypoglycemia, and I think my guide dog definitely knows if I'm not feeling very well, because she does definitely pick up on it. She'll slow down a bit, and that means that I'm not having to walk as quickly, so she'll adjust her walking speed to mine, which is absolutely fantastic, and I love that about her because she's just a sensitive dog, and they all are really, they're all really lovely. Number 12. You'll always be remembered. Number 13, they give the best cuddles. I mean, come on, everyone needs a big cuddle at the end of the day, and sometimes I could be like, I hate my life. I can't write with dissertation anymore, and my guide dog really is sensitive. Like, she doesn't like it when I cry. She'll come up and sit on my lap, and she'll put her leg, like a paw on my arm, or she'll nuzzle up to me and give me a big cuddle, and I give her a cuddle, and it just makes me feel so much better. And I think I love that about having a guide dog. You can literally, you have cuddles on tap. You can have a cuddle whenever you want with a guide dog, well, within reason, but if you're on the bus you can have a cuddle, if you're at work you can have a cuddle, so cuddles all around. Yay, cuddles for guide dogs. Number 14, you have an extremely close bond with the guide dog. Like, I'm sure this probably comes as no surprise to any of you guys, but when you have a guide dog, you are so close to that dog. Like, literally the bond between you is unbreakable. I know you're probably like, oh, corny, but it's true. I honestly can say that me and Lindsay are inseparable, and we love each other very much, and we're very close, and I just like the intimacy with her, because it's not the same as having a pet. It's more than that. Obviously I love my pet dog as well, but it's a different relationship because we're more like friends, and we're working partners, but we're also very close with, like, we're friends, we're dog and owner, and we just really have a good relationship and we understand each other, and that I think is the best part about having a guide dog, because I don't think anyone could ever love you as much as a guide dog can. It's just the best kind of love in the world. So that was my best things about having a guide dogs today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you liked the first ever video of my guide dog series. I'm not too sure what I'm going to name it yet. Probably just Guide Dogs or Fashioneyesta Guide Dogs Talk. I don't know yet. I'll think of a name in the playlist. If you've got any suggestions for videos you'd like me to do in the future, then comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye! Say it is, but it's more fashion and beauty on how to accessorise your mobility aid when you're disabled. And by this I mean how I accessorise my lawn canes.